Hello, my name is John Phillips. I'm a member of the Justice and Peace Commission, and I'd like to talk to you for a few moments about the EU referendum and the impact on Ireland. Both Ireland and the United Kingdom joined the EU in 1973, and over the last 43 years that relationship has grown ever closer. What is quite clear though now is that Ireland is of the opinion that a Britain voting for leaving the EU would result in a real loss to Ireland. And so for this brief discussion, what I want to do is just draw on two sources. First of all, some statistical data from the Irish Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, and secondly from Danville Hall, the Irish ambassador in London. First of all, in terms of the hard facts of Irish-UK relationships from an economic position, Ireland and Britain trade over €1 billion worth of goods and services every week. The UK is Ireland's most important market. Something like 50% of beef products from Ireland go to the UK and 42% of Irish food and drink. Indeed, the UK exports more to Ireland than it does to China, India and Brazil combined, and that makes Ireland the UK's fifth largest market. Almost 200,000 people is estimated are employed in Ireland as a direct link to exports to the UK, and the estimate is that it is the same in the UK. Over 200,000 jobs arise out of Irish trade, and that makes the UK the third largest investor in Ireland after the United States and Germany. And then of course there is tourism, with Britain as Ireland's most important tourism market, and the UK is the most visited destination for Irish people travelling overseas. So the statistics bear out a very significant economic relationship that could be in jeopardy if the United Kingdom votes to leave the European Union. The second source that I draw on is from Danville Hall, who in April of this year gave a talk at Liverpool Hope University, making it quite clear that Ireland does not want the United Kingdom to leave the European Union. And he said there were three major reasons for this. First of all, that there would be a loss to the European Union as a whole. Secondly, that it would pose challenges to the Irish-UK relationship, and third, that would have an effect on the Northern Ireland situation. He just saw no good news in respect of positive outcomes from a vote to leave. He argued that relations since the end of the Second World War had been built upon close European cooperation, and this was not the time for the United Kingdom to leave that. Secondly, he thought that the meetings which take place on a daily basis between British and Irish civil servants and diplomats in the corridors of power, in the meeting places, and he suggested there were 25 meetings a day that took place in the European agenda, created the goodwill, the understanding, the sense of cooperation and sharing, out of which something like the Good Friday Agreement came. And then he worried about deterioration in relationships as between the United Kingdom and Ireland over the Northern Ireland border, insofar as its effect on free trade moving across the border, the movement of peoples. And he thought that this was not a point in time at which Britain should be leaving those chambers where good relations and cooperation had built the solid ground on which Ireland and the United Kingdom had based their relationship in the past 43 years. In a way, it was a little bit like that historical judgment on the British Prime Minister Gladstone and the Irish question, which said that every time Gladstone thought he had the answer to the Irish question, the Irish changed the question. Now it was the UK asking a different question. Thank you.